Welcome back to our YouTube channel. How you doing? How you doing?
What's up, y'all? So we came through so we can hit y'all with some little popular discussions on what's going on today.
Developments. So one of the discussions we're gonna have is gonna be about little Boosie and his trending topic of saying that it was okay for him to be basically like giving his young nephews and sons at 12 and 13 years old some vagina. You know, he's very good at their vagina.
Basically, like he's basically saying it's okay to groom them at this young age. He said on his Instagram live that he's paid grown ass women, to come and break off his 12 and 13-year-old sons and nephews. And he also said that if your daughter comes to his house, expect for the daughter to get knocked off. Like,
he's allowed to see pussy, fuck pussy, eat pussy, all that. He's 16 years old. He trained to fuck pussy, eat pussy, all that. Yeah. So don't get to talking about my son. Yeah. Don't get to talking about my son. I got my son's dick sucked early. I got that bitch sucked early. Yeah, all my nephews. Ask any one of my nephews or ask any one of my nephews or my son who got them they first head. Big dog. Yeah, ask any of my nephews who got them they first head. Big dog. Yeah. I been got my son dick sucked. My 9-year-old, 10-year-old, I showed all of them how to put on rubber. Before you even start having sex, I done showed my sons how to put on rubber. Ain't finna get my son no motherfucking shit out here. I'm training them boys right. Ask any of my nephew. Ask any of them. Ask my son. Yeah. They were 12, 13. They got head. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be.
what you feel about that? What is your take on that? Because that to me sounds crazy.
I think it's like deeper rooted, and I think a lot of people in the black community, especially men that are like in the streets, they don't look at it as harm, and even some women are like, okay, it's not a big deal, and because that's how they've been raised, it's what they've been subjected to. But if you want to look deeper into it, that's molestation. Like, you're basically molesting your child. Like, molestation can happen in forms of watching porn on television, things of that nature, but now you are raping your child. A 12-year-old child cannot fully say, in my opinion, that they're ready for sex. I just don't think that they can fully mentally say that. So at this point, you're basically raping your child.
Yeah, basically. And another thing that makes me sad is like nobody really capes or advocates for little boys. It's always about little girls. You gotta keep little girls safe, da 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 da. But it seems like we put all this responsibility and the things on young black males to where when they're older and we actually date these now men, they're like, oh, why are you so emotionalist? Or why you don't show me this? Or why you don't have feelings? Hell, they broke it in when they're 12 or 13 years old. And what else they tell them? Oh, don't cry. Be a man. Don't have no feelings. So when you actually meet them, you got to reprogram them from how they were raised. And it's ridiculous. And it really makes me sad. Like,
Yeah, and also just the fact of the matter is that, like, you are sexually traumatizing this child.
right.
Like, even if they may have thought they liked it because it was pleasurable, like, we all know that sex can be very pleasurable. But, again, sex is also something that needs to be on a mental level. You need to mentally be prepared, spiritually be prepared, and emotionally be
Because it's
prepared.
messing their head up.
So at this point, like, it kind of messes their head up, and to me, it can lead to aggression. And when they get out on the road and start dating as they get older,
Right.
it can lead to them thinking that women are just used for sex, for their pleasure, and it can
Porno addictions.
Yes, it opens up so many other doors.
Right.
Other than, oh, I'm teaching my son how to be a man. What does sex have to do with teaching somebody how to be a man?
Right.
I thought to be a man was a man that can make the right decisions and the right choices and be responsible for his actions and for himself. Like,
Right.
I'm confused. I mean, and I don't know all the answers on how a man is a man because I'm clearly not a man. So I clearly can't raise a man to be a man. But I know without a shadow of a doubt that ain't raising no man by paying some grown women to have sex with your 12-year-old child. And like you said earlier, the women.
Yes, and then the woman, like, how do you even have waterfalls? We're gonna say that because y'all know YouTube, you tripping.
I use lubrication.
Like, but I'm saying in your mind, mentally, how do you get your lower parts to even
Function.
right? Look at a little 12 or 13-year-old child for a bag or not. Like, I feel like you gotta be high, you gotta be on some type of drug, or be like down in the. I don't even see that happening because if I was down to $0 in my bank account, you couldn't offer me a bag to say, oh, I need you to knock down my little 13-year-old son to introduce him into this world, let him know, da da da. No, like that is so sad. Like, who is gonna protect it? Your child's innocence. And this is like the second time he done came under fire because previously, before that, he came under fire because he was talking about Dwayne Wade and his son, or excuse me, his daughter. She wants to identify as Zaya. Like I feel like pros and cons on that. And why I say that is because if my son was to come to me and tell me something like that, first off, I would really be sad because when you have a child, it's like your heart walking around outside your body and you can't always be there. So it would make me sad because I wouldn't be able to protect him all the time from anybody trying to harm him. Because a lot of people in that community, they get harmed, like they get beat up, like they get killed, like it's all types of stuff. And he a black man on top of that, you know what I mean? Another thing is the mind isn't fully like developed till you hit a certain age. So I don't even think Dwayne said anything about this. Boosie just did. But the whole sex change things, until you get 18 and you move out and you finally want to, remove everything and you want to transition, then you're not doing it with me. Because I feel like as a child, still as a parent, you got to have, your child's best interest at heart to where, okay, you can take off clothes, but you actually changing your whole anatomy. At like 14, I don't feel like you're old enough to make that decision. What you think?
And I totally agree. And that was the only time that, I guess it's so crazy because the same man that is paying people to sleep, grown women to sleep with the boys in his family, his sons, his nephews, so be it, is the same man that did make a little sense when he said, like, he's a child, like, you don't get to do that. But his other wording was, you gonna cut the boys off, was just like ghetto, like, but he's obviously
majorly, because I don't even think he even said that though.
Right, like, yeah. But I think for me, it's also, I'm on the fence of like, I understand like accepting your child for who they are because you love your children unconditional, right. And I'm all for, like you said, maybe him starting to dress more like a female. We can do like maybe other things like to make sure the manly, like hormones and stuff like that. But just to like fully let him transition, to me, is a lot for that age because right. They're not even, like you said, fully developed physically, mentally,
right,
and all those things. And you think that, but then I've also watched some documentaries where like the little 12-year-old girl wanted to be a boy,
being jazz or something like that.
Yeah, and she wanted to kill him. He would try to commit suicide until he could finally be in his body. Right. So I just guess it's a tough, very tough subject. But right now, where I stand, I would feel like I would want my child to be a little bit older, maybe even hit like 16, 17. Make sure they're going to a lot of. I mean, we don't know how long they've been dealing with this. So I'm hoping that they went through a lot of therapy. I'm not just talking about like some months of therapy, like years and years of therapy before y'all just make this transition, because I do think that is a big decision for a child. Like, I just think it's too much. But I also feel like with celebrities, they get away with a lot of stuff. Like, they do a lot of stuff, and it's okay. Like, and just like Boosie, like, yeah, people are not agreeing with it, but he's still gonna be Boosie. Like, we still gonna bump his music, he's still gonna be Boosie. Like,
I feel like
gonna still be Dwayne Wade. Like,
at the end of the day, you're a parent. Everybody parents differently. There's not a handbook. Well, there are, but there's not a real handbook because every child is different. But I feel like when you put it on a public platform, you have to get ready for people's opinions. You know what I mean? And it's messed up. Even if you bring it as awareness, you have to still protect that child and to know. I really wasn't really for the whole press run they did. Like, they were going on morning shows and they were doing this and they were doing that, because I felt like they just opened up all these grown ass people to say negative stuff about their child. Like, after a while, it just kind of seemed like y'all was showboating what the little baby had going on. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to bring awareness, but at the same time, you gotta protect them as much as possible. So you can't say, well, that ain't your child, you ain't got no opinion. It's social media. Everybody got an opinion. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
You put it out there, just like we're gonna have opinions, we're gonna have clapback, we're gonna have whatever. So you have to be mindful of what you put out there. And that's why for me, it's never a problem in voicing your opinion on things. It's just when people are like really degrading and rude about it. Like, don't be mean or hateful.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the world is supposed to be about love. It's supposed to be about spreading that love, that joy, and that unity. So giving your opinion, you should come from a more concerned place. Like, well, I just don't really understand that. Rather than like, you sick mother, you did this and your child, blah, blah, blah. Like, geez, like, you know. And I think that's the problem with society, and where it makes it like hard to comment on these type of touchy subjects. But yeah,
because everybody's a hater nowadays.
Yeah,
you can't have your own opinion. You can't have your own opinion about anything because you're a hater.
Or you're being negative, or you don't know what we go through.
Yeah, like that's not the world. You know what I mean?
Little Boosie, you're out of line. If you ever stumble across this, you're out of line, and you got some childhood trauma that you're dealing with, and that's why you passing this trauma on to your kids, and you need to get some help, and you need to get some counseling, because that's not healthy. No way, no shape. It ain't cool, it ain't cute. Mm-hmm. And any female that's laying with a 12-year-old, 13-year-old need to get help, because baby girl, you are a rapist and a pedophile at this point, and you're disgusting.
Because they try to low-key downplay when it comes to females, but if it was a man saying he had his daughter prepped and ready at 12 and 13, and he had his homeboys come knock her down, guess what?
He going to jail.
He going to jail. He a sex offender for his whole life. So why is it okay for people not to advocate for these young boys? I don't understand that. Like, I'm very leery on where my son goes. He about to be 13, and I don't just drop him off any and everywhere, because I ain't got the time, because I ain't got the bail money. Who's going to get me out?
Okay. So you might not have if something happens to my child that's over the top, it ain't going to be no bail money. They going to throw me under the jail. No. They might burn my black, you know what. So I'm just saying that nowadays with the way the world is going, look, they want a reason. So I ain't going to give them no reason. And I just don't understand, and I just hate that it's coming from our black men.
Right.
It hurts me even more. I mean, I love all men, white,
but that's
Chinese.
That continuous cycle, though.
But y'all
just the continuous cycle.
This is what the men in the public eye are doing. Like, this is what you're doing in the public eye.
Right. That's survival. Like, we just did a live on Facebook when they said, with certain men raised on love and survival. That's survival right there. Because you definitely can't say that's coming from your heart. You know what I mean? Like,
because number one, why is it important for him to even be involved with sex at 12 years old?
Right.
Like, what does that have to do with, once again, with him becoming a man? What does that have to do with his growth? What does that have to do with his success?
For the responsibilities if the little girl get pregnant? Because
the wrong
woman. Can you imagine it? If she brought a lawsuit towards the court, you can't bring no lawsuit, girl, because what you gonna say? A little 13-year-old impregnated you?
Ooh, that's some sick.
Ooh, I ain't even think about that. What you gonna come in Boosie head for that money? Because if so, both y'all going to jail.
That's some sick stuff, Boosie. Like,
because I think, what is it?
Baby, boy, you need a hug.
What is that, 15 at the lowest? Is
something, but he need a hug.
It ain't 12, 13.
He need a hug. He needs some love. He needs some something, because I'm confused. I mean, I am all on my way confused. Oh, why y'all thought that was okay? Like,
no.
Woo!
Yeah. We're gonna do a subject change off a little Boosie. Y'all see how weak that was?
You hit him with one.
That was weak.
Oh.